Hey everybody, welcome to Studio 64. My name's David and I've been searching the interzones for some more science, space and tech news to share with you. And I found this over at Science Alert, where they're letting us know that these eerie photos are the only ones ever taken of Venus. Now this should be interesting. Again, as I've said before, I'm not a scientist myself. I just love all science. Gets me all excited down in my nerdy nether regions. Then again, my personal life is no concern of yours. Right. Venus is so tantalizingly close to being a twin of Earth. Its size, composition, and density are so similar to the properties of our homeworld. But when it comes to habitability, Venus couldn't be more different. Wrapped in a dense, choking shroud of toxic acidic clouds, the surface of Venus is hostile and not just to life. Well, thanks to a runaway greenhouse effect in which those clouds trap the heat of the sun and prevent it from escaping back into space, Venus's average temperature sits at a horrifying 464 degrees Celsius or 860 degrees Fahrenheit, not to mention the atmospheric pressure, nearly 100 times that of Earth. Really. So all you need is some sunblock and have been divorced a couple of times and you'll be able to survive. Yes. Oh dear. Scientists have struggled to devise a lander that could survive these deeply inhospitable conditions, but believe it or not, we do actually have data from the Venusian surface. Between 1961 and 1984, the Soviet space program sent a series of 16 probes to Earth's sunside neighbour. And if you're unaware who the Soviets were, that was Russia from 1917 until 1991. Yes. What's this little photo here? An image of the surface of Venus captured by Venera 13. No. For that. Still fascinates me. It's technology from so long ago. You know, we can do that. It's like the Viking landers. The Americans landed on Mars in 76. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely love it. Awesome stuff. All right, moving on. What do we have here? The program was called Venera or Venerea disease or something like that. And it was, in no uncertain terms, a triumph. It was the first program to successfully enter the atmosphere of another planet, with Venera 13 in 1966. In 1970, Venera 7 was the first probe to make a soft landing on another planet. And although none of the 8 Venera probes that landed on Venus lasted more than 2 hours, the longest was Venera 12, which lasted 110 minutes before succumbing to the heat and pressure. Venera was the first mission to send to Earth images and sounds from another planet. Now, to date, Venera is the only program to have sent images and audio from the surface of Venus. Venera 13 and 14 recorded sound, and Venera 9, 10, 13, and 14 took panoramic images of their landing sites. The data that came in is, by today's standards, perhaps a bit grainy, but it was decades ago. And just actually, the first one to drop a little secret here is as old as me. That's magnificent. I just think it's great. And the conditions under which the probes operated were very stressful. Below, the first images from Venera 9 and 10 can be seen, taken in 1975 and Venera 13 in 1982. There we go. Absolutely amazing. As I say, everyone goes, oh, look at that. I could do better things with my iPhone. Yeah, the thing is, this, we're talking decades ago. When you're talking, 50 years ago, nearly in this case, this is just absolutely amazing. You've got to understand, for the time, it was bloody cool. I just think it's great. Now, you can see a significant difference in image quality between the two time frames, even though they were separated by just a few years. Now, this one's images of the Venusian surface taken by Venera 13 in 82. Part of the probe can be seen at the bottom of the images. There we go. That's 1982. Yep, bit of a difference in the quality, isn't it? From the mid-70s to the early 80s. And it just amazes me how quickly we're progressing. I can't wait for the next few decades to come along and, well, hopefully be there ourselves. Absolutely awesome. Love it. Now, in more recent times, others have revisited the nearly 50-year-old data with the improved image processing technology and techniques available to us, resulting in some pretty interesting pictures of Venus. They show a golden-hued alien world, one that somehow just looks forbidding, even without a hint of the temperature, pressure, or poison that would devastate life as we know it. Now, the golden hue is a result of sunlight filtering through the Venusian clouds, tinting the surface. Image processing performed at Brown University reveals that the rocks and dirt on the planet's surface have a dark grey hue. This is thought to be because of the way the surface formed. Venus's surface is dominated by volcanic features. In fact, it may still be volcanically active today, and the dark rock is thought to be basaltic. Yes. Here we go. Look at that. So the top one there, we've got colour of the atmospheric effects as seen on the surface of Venus from Venera 13. That's done by Brown University. And I mean, look, USSR Academy of Sciences. I mean, look at the way the resolution is just picked up on that by what we can do today with our modern technology. As I say, imagine what's going to be like in a few decades' time. I just love sharing these stories with people, just a love of all space and science and technology, and this is just incredible. Awesome stuff. Wow. Because of the ways in which Venus is similar to Earth, scientists are keen to learn more about it. Now, studying Venus could help us learn some of the ways in which planets' evolutionary paths can deviate to produce an environment that is conducive to life or one that is extremely not. This is information that we can use to search for life elsewhere in the Milky Way galaxy and answer some of humanity's most fundamental questions. How did we get here and why? Now, although our technology has improved since the days of Venera, we are yet to send another probe to Venus. Several upcoming missions from space agencies around the globe plan to study the planet's atmosphere. Roscosmos. I just love saying that. Russian space agency. Roscosmos is the only agency with current plans to send a lander to the surface. So for now, we're just kind of stuck in Venus limbo, staring at decades of old images, wondering what secrets hide within that strange alien landscape. All right, Russians, stop mucking around in Ukraine. Get out of there and put your money into going to Venus. That's what I say. And we've got to do the same thing too in the West. It's ridiculous. Don't fight each other. Make some more fantastic discoveries like this. Absolutely incredible. Love it. All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care. And as I always say, if you can't be good at it, And as I also always say,
I'll be back.